Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Get early access to all of our interviews, including the monthly Chichester chats with writer and comic book legend DG Chichester, new episodes of classic Capes and Lunatics shows, including The Quantum Zone, This, That, or the Third, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/CapesandLunatics. Hope to see you there. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight, after 30 months, 60 issues, the reign of terror that one man has brought upon the world, all the men, women, children, and of course.
And there's one other person you pissed off. His name was Phil.
That's right, kids. Welcome to the 300th episode celebration of Ultimate Spider-Cast. Not only for the 300 episodes, but also today was the last issue of Zeb Wells' Amazing Spider-Man. I am Phil, and you may not recognize her with a smile on her face for once, but it is
Lilith Hellfire.
That's right, kids. We're going to talk Zeb Wells' his entire run, including today's final issue, Amazing Spider-Man 60. Maybe we'll talk one or two other Spider books, but again, the focus is going to be Mr. Zeb Wells. Oh my! Been a long time coming, Lilith.
Oh yeah.
God, this run started what? Was it 2018? 2019?
Notice you said 30 months and 60 issues.
Two a month. Yep. Good Lord.
That is unfortunate. Now, I just want to be clear. We're going to be a little politically correct for a second. We're not celebrating the fact that someone has lost their job, especially in this economy. That's not what we're celebrating. We're celebrating the hopefulness of a new era, of maybe getting back to basics, possibly getting the marriage back. It's just been a rough run. It's the general consensus all over the internet, you know.
And again, I believe
we've been nicer than most.
Yes, and I believe we've also stated on record we're not impugning his writing skills, anything. It's just we don't think he was a good fit for Spider-Man.
Which is kind of ironic because he has written a lot of Spider-Man, not even just Amazing, but a lot of Spider-Man that a lot of people like. That's why I think there was a little excitement. He seemed like a fan. But I feel like it was a little bit of a bait and switch that he just wanted to put his own stamp and put his own self-insert, aka Paul, into the book, unfortunately. And sometimes, sometimes you get a Bendis and a Miles Morales situation. Other times you get a Denny O'Neil and an Azrael situation. No offense.
And I mean, sometimes you get a fun stamp. Other times you get a mushroom stamp.
Mushroom stamps are fun. Anyway.
Oh, my!
That's all I want to clarify. I'm just super excited, especially now that we kind of know what the interim era is going to be with the 8 Deaths of Spider-Man. And more than likely, since they had Joe Kelly writing this issue as well, obviously he's probably going to be writing it after the 8 Deaths of Spider-Man. If that hasn't been announced already.
You think so? Okay. I was going to say.
And they left the status quo kind of weird.
Yeah.
And the fact that Joe Kelly was there means I think he wants to give it the old Warren Ellis after the coast is clear with the 8 Deaths of Spider-Man.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think during 8 Deaths we're not gonna get a lot with the supporting cast. I think it's gonna be basically just I don't know if we
gotta get the numbers back up on the books with something exciting, and then we can get into the meat and potatoes or whatever Spider-Man's gonna be after that.
Exactly. I just think it's gonna be a lot of Spider-Man and Doom. It's not even gonna be a lot of Peter Parker, I think. So yeah.
Yeah.
And according to today's letters page, yes, I believe they said 8 Deaths go from issue 61 to 70. So
yeah. So let's do a recap, right?
Okay.
So over 2.5 years ago at this point, we kind of kicked off with Spider-Man being hated for some unknown crime, Peter and Mary Jane splitting, MJ living with Paul, and then also suddenly having kids. Zeb found every chance to bring back every bad guy he ever wrote. we got into that dark web stuff. He killed off Miss Marvel. MJ got her own powers. That was cool. There was a gang war. And then Peter's fighting himself thanks to the return of the Green Goblin, Norman Osborn.
But they're friends.
And Tombstone's there for some reason.
Oh, Tombstone's been in and out of this entire run.
That's what I mean. Tombstone's here for some reason, like he's freaking the next Kingpin or something. And I'm just like, that's great for Ray, but I don't really care for the character. I think he did do nice, quiet, small character beats, which is what he does best. There were a lot of those in this whole run. And Tombstone, like I said, I'm not a fan, but it wasn't as annoying as say Wreck Rap or some other things that happened. So
can we all agree Wreck Rap was the most annoying part of his entire run?
You know what? I think people would concur. So yeah, that was his mark on Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man specifically.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean, out of all those things, I think Tombstone's the least egregious.
Yeah, I mean, again, he kind of.
And I like the jackpot thing. Don't get me wrong, but the book that actually had jackpot in it wasn't really written by him. So
no, but I mean, I believe Celeste did talk to him about certain things, but
yeah, of course, yeah. But I'm just saying, like the actual fleshed out thing that happened wasn't him.
And again, we want that marriage back. I mean, again, this would be the perfect time. I mean, the two of them are now heroes, so.
Which is odd that they kept that as a choice. Like we are at the same status quo. Like he's with that girl. Ben Reilly's still stalking them. Still goes by Chasm, unfortunately.
Tombstone gets off scot-free. I mean,
I thought he was gonna confess. I thought that was the route we were gonna go, but okay.
Well, Tombstone just rode off and gave everyone the middle finger. I mean,
I'm like, it's almost Christmas, so I guess we can let it slide as an annual tradition of letting criminals go during the holiday season.
But and again, after he almost killed his own daughter, yeah, okay,
it happens.
And again, you know what, Zeb could have just rode off quietly, not giving us a scene with Paul, but again, just had to twist the knife a little more. I mean, and again, yeah, I mean,
he's Mary Jane's man in the chair, even though he totally does not deserve to be.
No,
I'm saying, I'm sorry, Paul's a little creepy. Regardless of whoever wrote him, if they wrote it just like this, whoever it would still be creepy.
Exactly.
I'm like, is this Mysterio in disguise? Is that the plot twist? Something, right?
Stockholm syndrome. And I mean, again, we almost got better Mysterio stuff. Remember that Mary Jane run, but that got cut short because of COVID or something.
Yeah. So I don't know. I still feel like Paul isn't really Paul. Like there's still a twist to be had. Like that's the only way to save this character. Like he is literally the most hated Marvel character in recent history. Like everywhere you go. Like, okay, I went to the comic book store like this, but I also have my shoes on too because I have Spider-Man shoes because of course I do.
Of course you do.
And they're like, "What are you all dressed up for?" I'm like, "It's Zeb's last issue. What do you mean?" And everybody just started laughing. And also, I just want to say, does your person even love you if they don't get you a balloon bouquet? For Zeb going away day.
Oh, did someone get you that?
My kids.
Ah.
Because they ate all the cupcakes.
No, don't eat wasn't the Aunt Lil special bake from.
No, of course not. I don't have those around with them here.
Good job.
Yeah, I never hear the end of it.
Oh no, they might take those kids from you, love.
Oh no!
You're laying all of a sudden. Let them run around all night.
They got a teen Uber account. It's fine.
Put bags over their heads.
But yeah, but like everybody was like, "Oh, you got a point," and I was like, $8 is a small price to pay to say goodbye to this run. I'll tell you that. The art was fantastic, but it was about a 50-50 shot on all the stories.
Yeah. And like I said, there's just stuff that he could have given.
Well, for the last arc, supposedly be about tying up loose ends, he left a shit ton of loose ends. What did he tie up?
Tombstone's still out there. He didn't go to jail.
The sales? I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, no. I mean, again, and of course, he had to throw Rec Rap in a backup, and it's like, okay.
I was like, of course you did. Just that last little on the way out.
And then Mary Jane and Paul are still together.
Like I said, I was very shocked considering that Joe Kelly was there. So I was like, okay.
And then we got the Ben Rowley story. I'm like, okay, he's finally gonna maybe put them in a good place where it's like, okay, Ben Chasm, but maybe they could be friendly-ish. But no, but then Ben's like, oh, I lied. I still want him dead.
Ben needs to light one up and get a bad memory. I'm sorry. At this point, you gotta let it go, homie. You're just gonna have to let it go.
Exactly.
Memories ain't all that it's cracked up to be. Just move on. That's what it is. They just make, well, I don't know if you like this or not, but I just feel like Ben is they paint him in such a petty picture, and it's unfortunate because he shouldn't be painted that way. He's actually really much the victim.
No, I thought when they started wiping his memories, I'm like, okay, cool, they're gonna make him his own thing now, not just a Peter copy. But no, it's like, why do you want Peter's memories? It's like, what, you want the floating heads of guilt?
It kind of is what makes
I know, but do you really want that torture? Do you really want to see that blonde go off that bridge every single night in your dreams?
I don't know. Like I said, I thought that that's where we were going to move on from, but no, unfortunately. And it's like, Ben's literally the victim, and we're victim blaming at this point, and it's starting to feel icky.
Zeb almost feels like he's into complete now, where it's like, oh yeah, people love this stuff. So if anyone stops any of these plot lines or kills anyone off, oh no, wasn't me, it was the next writer. You know, it's just like, I don't know. Is he into now, or is he just petty? What it's
I also kind of blame this on editorial. Like, I feel like that because Junior was there. I don't know, like they kind of gave them carte blanche, and there wasn't a lot of editorial decision making. Like, some darlings needed to be killed in this run, and it just didn't happen. The fact that they actually thought in the year of 2023, 2024, that Kelly Miss Marvel, who has a TV show and a movie, was going to be a good idea. The brown Muslim girl,
the person of color in the supporting cast.
Like, this ain't 1998, babe. Sorry, you just.
And again,
that's what we want it to be.
And it was all man paint, because they first painted it. That's like, oh, Mary Jane's gonna die. Mary Jane's gonna die.
We knew that was. I mean, what was that? I was actually on the fence about it, and I feel like maybe that's what was gonna happen, and that's the one thing editorial was like, you can't fucking do that.
They will burn the office to the ground.
Literally, rats to the ground, salt the earth, and find your firstborn children.
But I mean, I wouldn't put anything past Zeb, so I was just like, don't you dare.
Yeah. It's just like, I just feel like he was doing too many big overarching things where he should have been more. The gang war was good because it was more street level, you know?
Yes. Yeah. Although, I mean, we had AKA street level gang war, but She-Hulk's in there.
He's paying tribute to John Byrne. Shh.
Well, and of course, She-Hulk also had a show, and
yeah, it definitely smacked a corporate synergy.
Which, again, I love the She-Hulk character, but again, at a street level event, I knew.
I mean, I honestly, she's more level-headed than the regular Hulk, so you know.
Oh, and then in that Ben Rowley backup story today, that insult to injury, you know, we brought up the whole, thing where Ben brought in Bushwhacker and Ben was working for Beyond. I'm like, oh, and Ben was a somewhat capable Spider-Man. Okay.
Yeah, like you don't. That's not the flex you think it is, sir.
Thanks for reminding us another thing you took from us.
Yeah, weird choices. That's all. But again, I will lay that at the feet of editorial as well.
And again, it just seems so weird. Like, it's almost like a petty dick move where it's just like, you don't like this? Well, guess what? I'm ramming it down your throat
look at me in my eyes
every last second. Tell me you love me. That's right, kids. Zeb said, call me daddy.
Oh boy. Well, I mean, like I said, the art was the best thing about
the
whole run, but the last special oversized finale issue specifically.
Well, did you see in the letters pages they say all the art team's staying around? The only one's leaving is Zeb.
Yeah. Peculiar. And shout out to the 7th variant covers.
Well, again, it's a bit when they do a big oversized issue like this. So.
I know, but like they didn't even try because
Hey, for anniversary issue 954, we needed 7 variants.
I'm just saying, like they were kind of repetitive covers.
Yeah, like I was looking, there weren't one or two of them. It's like almost the same.
One was a textless, one was a virgin cover, one was just a cappuccino cover of the original. I mean, it wasn't too many. Like if you're gonna have 7 covers, I want all of them to be different. Maybe you can get away with the blank. Like you had a art germ variant, and then you had the virgin variant. You had the textless variant. You had the art germ Mary Jane variant. You had the Bagley variant, which of course is the one I got. Yeah, so you know, it's a lot. That's a lot. Not the Bagley variant. What am I thinking about? What is it? Shoot, I'll think of it. But anyway, yeah, just a lot. It's a lot. A useless variant covers. That's all.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they didn't have a Bagley variant. Actually,
maybe he was too busy.
It's the it's the plant virgin. No, the Hughes variant, virgin variant. It's the hold on. Let me see if I can. It's the Jackpot and Black Cat cover with no text.
Oh yeah. Oh, I remember that variant. Yes.
Yeah, that's the one I got.
Yes. Oh, I didn't see that one, but else I probably would have got that one.
That might have been on 1 in 25.
Yeah, Lilith gets all those bonuses because she helps keep her store in business.
I'm always surprised that he still gets them. Like he always has a few.
Yeah, well, I don't know if he still does it. I know my guy for a while was had to deal with another guy in another shop down the road where like because you have to order like so many bits of those, where he'd be like, if both of them didn't want to order as many books, they're like, okay, well, I'll order this time and we'll split the books. Next time you order the books and we'll split them, and yeah. Because again, unless you're like giant chain, it's like some of those 1 in 25, 1 in 100 variants. It's like,
yeah, my guy gets those too sometimes too, and I'm just like, and sometimes he buys them from other stores because sometimes they're so expensive, like not even the diehards want to buy them. So that's nice for me, but
Zeb Wells.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it was a middling farewell. I didn't expect anything less. I mean, nothing was like atrocious. It's not like he killed Aunt May on the way out.
No, just had May say, "Stay away from Spider-Man. Peter is gonna get you killed."
Yeah, I mean, and that's another thing that got dropped was all the side characters. Like the whole thing with Aunt May in the first like 5 or 6 issues. Like it felt like she knew she was gonna tell him she knew, and then buckus.
I mean, that would have been interesting. I mean, we've done it before, but that would have been something interesting.
Have we? I don't think we've done it in the last like decade, though, right?
No, because she found out during J.M. Straczynski's run, and then that was another casualty of One More Days. Yeah, they took that away. So
yeah.
So yeah.
So I thought maybe that's where he was going, because the MCU obviously Aunt May knows.
Well, she didn't know.
Yeah.
Well, it almost seems like they can only have one person at a time, and right now Jonah knows who he is. So
yeah, which they didn't do anything with either.
It's not like Superman and Lois where the whole town knows. But anyway,
no one cares. No one cares in that case.
Oh.
Let Lois and her illegal alien be in love. In them damn anchor babies.
Whoa, okay, Donald. Whoa.
Just prepping. Don't worry about me. Just prepping.
They took our job.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I'm really excited for all the news I've heard, for everything that's coming up.
Yeah, because I mean, we also got that preview of 8 Deaths. Well,
yeah,
like prologue or whatever.
So I was just like, okay. Let's do this. I'm ready. My body's ready. Let's do this.
Oh my. Yeah, because I was curious why Doom picked Spider-Man, but again, they show him like studying Spider-Man, but also I guess he had several other names on his list, but none of them are available you say T'Challa? Yeah. Steve Rogers, Thor, T'Challa. Yeah. What?
That's a leap, bro. That's a literal leap.
I know. I can't get Thor. Let me get Spider-Man.
It's like, I mean, he sounds like sales and marketing over at Marvel. But I will say, shout out to the editor's note. That was a fun little gag. So they try sometimes, but like, just I think it was too little, too late. People were really tired of Zeb by his 20th issue. I think it was. I really saw people starting to riot.
Well, yeah.
Like, when is he leaving? Get this guy here. He stinks.
Well, I think already by 20 they were already teased, because it was like, wasn't it 25 where they killed Miss Marvel, and they were already teased by 20. Someone's gonna die. Someone's gonna die.
So the everything was plotted so slowly, so drawn out. I was bored. That's one thing I should never be, is bored. That is the sin of writing comic books. There's no way in the world you should be bored. You should be titillated, locked in. Especially
when you got like Tombstone and the Gang War.
I was expecting like straight up street fights every other issue if we're gonna focus on Tombstone. I wanted him to be like back in the like gangster role, and we really didn't explore that either. I don't care about his family. Like that was like everything was just so boring.
What about your? Oh, you mean you weren't thrilled by your favorite Randy?
No, of course not.
At least he didn't show up this issue.
I was actually waiting for it. It's like, just put the little cherry on the poop sundae, please. Thank you.
But that's, again, it's like, I know we don't always get a happy ending, especially for Spider-Man, but it's like, at least give us.
What did we accomplish this run? Nothing?
At least give us something. At 60 issues. I mean, Tombstone getting, except getting the crap kicked out of him by Spider-Man, nothing really happened to him. He didn't go to jail. He bought his way out. He almost kills his daughter, and he still walks, and he basically just like, haha, F you guys, I'm out. It's just.
Yeah, I was just so confused. But I love that if you go on the internet, the general consensus is this is the run that made a lot of people stop pulling Amazing Spider-Man. But thank God for Ultimate Spider-Man. Literally, I read that like 35 freaking times in like these reviews. These user reviews. I've been seeing this. I'm just like, damn.
I've been seeing this.
I hope that never goes on Reddit. That might be his 13th reason. Because they are mean. Like I've been pretty fair. I think we both have, but Reddit, if they have their way, they tar and feather that man.
I know.
A little extreme.
Oh, I know. I've been seeing it since they announced Ultimate Spider-Man. They're just like, oh well, thank God.
Thank God I can get back into Spider-Man, which is kind of how I felt. I was ready to just be like, well, it literally is the name of our podcast. We could maybe not do amazing all the time.
Yeah, no, that's what I was gonna say. Did you want to do Volume 1 by Ben?
It's not bad.
No.
I'm just saying, like, as like, well, we have Ultimate. We could just forget about Amazing for a while.
Well, we got through this bad stuff. I think
we made it, even though it was like twice a week. We made it. They were really testing my patience. I'm just telling you.
Right.
Like, I literally haven't worn this is like the first time me wearing Spider merch in probably a year. Like I had to go like to the back of the closet and go, hello in there. I had to move all the Venom stuff out. My X-Men stuff. I was just like, damn, it's been a minute.
I know. Yeah. Modern Spider-Man, lately hasn't been. Well, not
blanket's
just
all wrinkled. Like I haven't. It's been folded up in storage. I switched out for my Wonder Woman blanket.
She's on camera, kids.
Just letting you know how happy I am. It's over. I made it. I'm so proud of myself.
But
it was close. It was close. I pulled the book from my pull list like 3 different times. I'm not gonna lie, Phil.
I know. I don't blame you. But yeah, just reading this issue, I'm like, okay, he's gonna at least give us a couple little jewels. It's the last issue he has to.
He doesn't have to do anything. I guess they love him. Like I said, there was no editorial mandates with him. He literally did whatever he wanted, is what it feels like.
Well, that's what I say. I don't think he's a bad guy because again, Celeste and Jackson and Colin.
He's like Bendis. He's a uniter. he has his you know what I mean? Like he's a good, just not a good fit for certain characters. That's all.
Yeah.
Especially if you're not gonna have strong editorial control over it. Like if you can just if you're given carte blanche and you don't know how to pull back and kill some darlings that clearly needed to be killed, that's just the problem, and that's a Marvel problem.
Mm-hmm. I mean, especially with the gimmicks, like the who's going to die in issue 25 and stuff. I feel like he was trying to do like a Dan Slott. He was trying to go as Dan Slott, and even half the time Dan Slott shouldn't even go Dan Slott.
Exactly, never go full Slott.
No. Dirty Slott. But yeah, no. I'm just.
I think it would have almost been better if he had a writing partner, somebody to bounce ideas off of, because I just feel like the lack of that, he just kind of did too much and couldn't self-edit.
Around like the early 50s, wasn't Slott supposed to be co-writing this with him or something?
I thought
I heard something about Slott, but then nothing ever material unless that was just him sliding over to Superior for a while.
I think that's what it was.
Okay, I thought they said.
I don't think those two would have meshed well anyway, though.
No,
and maybe that was the plan, and they realized that. I don't know.
Yeah, no. Again, his friends. I would have killed it. Like maybe have Celeste there with them, or Jackson and Colin.
Yeah. But like I said, it's not the worst thing, but I think it's probably one of the least memorable outside of Paul and the Miss Marvel thing. If you take that away, then nothing really happened.
I wouldn't say it's not memorable, but not in a good way.
Yeah, not in a good way. That kind of goes without saying.
Yeah.
But like I said, honestly, outside of like the Miss Marvel thing and the Paul thing,
it almost seems like he seemed to revel in like the hatred that was coming his way, and I don't know.
It's one thing to not give in the fan service, but it's also another thing to just be punitive towards the fans that that basically let you like. But I think he just had a deal for 60. Well, I think originally it was 55, and then they went ahead and gave him 60. Because like I said, I just knew. I was like, wait a minute, this is supposed to be his last book. Why is he writing 5 more?
Yeah.
So, and that's the thing. Like he knew he had that many, that amount of books.
Yeah.
And that with it.
It just seems like he I don't know, he was angry towards the character, the fans. It just seemed like he was intentionally doing stuff that draw anger, unless he thought he was going to get attention.
Oh, he's like those
that way.
Those cable guys on South Park. Oh, you don't like Paul, do you? Oh, what a shame! Can't get out there till Christmas Day.
Because again, I've read bad Spider-Man runs. I'm not going to call anyone out, but I swear in other runs, I'm like, okay, you know what? Even if I'm not enjoying this run, it seems like the writer's trying. Zeb just seems like he's like, F it, you don't like this, then F you, And
he had a vision. They let him run with it. Nobody stopped him. So it's kind of like the Power Girl, the parable of Power Girl's boobs. He didn't stop until somebody noticed. Until the sales started going down. I think he'd be right until issue 75 if the sales hadn't noticeably gone down, especially in the wake of Ultimate Spider-Man going back for all those printings.
Oh, you think so?
If Ultimate Spider-Man had not come out and done so well, I almost guarantee you we'd be getting 7,500 issues of Zeb Wells. I just feel it in my bones. It's the only game in town. What are you OC nerds gonna do? Not read Spider-Man? You're not gonna hate read Spider-Man?
Yeah. Oh my God! Thank you. For another reason to be thankful for Ultimate Spider-Man.
that is my genuine theory on that.
So now that
nobody likes the marriage, look, watch that. They'll hate it.
And now that Zeb's gone, I know he's not the final arbitrator. It's someone in editorial or higher up. Do you think we could get that marriage by 1,000?
It is C.G. Zabalski's mandate that Peter Parker and Mary Jane shall not be married as long as he's involved in any form, fashion with Marvel. That is what it has to be. That is everybody wants them back together.
All right, if he's watching this, CB Sabalski,
you can bleed us dry. We've said it a million times.
No. I have the ultimate nuke. CB Sabalski, bring back that marriage by issue 1,000, and I will call off the attack. Your favorite hater and attack dog, Dave Finn. I will pull him back. I will cage him. Just bring that marriage back.
It's not gonna happen within an issue.
No, don't make me watch that nuke from Australia.
I think what's the next big anniversary for Spider-Man? The 70th, I would say probably.
Yeah.
I think we might have the marriage back by the next big anniversary.
Oh, okay.
I do. I think it just takes time. It has to really sink in that, you know, Ultimate Spider-Man has been outselling the amazing main Spider-Man book. And I'm honestly all the Spider books combined at this point, if we're gonna be really real, by leaps and bounds. And what's different in that? I
What?
wonder what's different in Ultimate Spider-Man that amazing just doesn't have. Mary Jane and fucking Peter together. That's what.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm just saying. So I think it takes a while to seep in, and people have to talk to whoever has the mandate on no more marriage. But do we have any? I mean, do we have any married couples? They even killed Gambit and Rowan's marriage. So,
I mean, I think technically the marriage is still there.
I mean, outside of Fantastic Four, obviously.
Yeah, Reed and Sue are still married. Yeah, well, again, it's like, yeah, besides Reed and Sue and over on the other side, Clark and Lois, who the hell do they let the marriage? Oh, Wally and Linda are still.
For now.
But no, I mean, when you think about it, I think DC is letting a lot of their couples stay together more than Marvel is.
Well, not to be that person, because y'all know I'm more of a DC person, but DC's relationships are more established.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, leaps and bounds. Like, while the freaking Spider-Man was a baby, the Clark were together. You know what I mean? So,
well, again, it's like, you know, the Spider, you know, Sobalski learned the lesson that the Superman team learned.
How long did it take though? If we're not at that market, like that's what I mean. I think the next big anniversary will be roughly about that time that Lois and Clark finally, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but if we have 70 years, that's gonna be like another 8 years or something.
What else do you have to fucking do, Phil?
Oh, well, how about issue 1000?
Nah, that's too soon. I'm just telling you, they already have that mapped out for 1000. I already know. So that's too much to ask. That's what I'm telling you. And like I said, it's going to take hearts and minds.
You think
hearts and minds to be changed.
Do you think it's still mapped? Because again, like you said, Zeb was originally probably going to still be here, but he ain't here now. So
again, that's why they give him the extra 5 issues to get the 8 deaths of Spider-Man, to give them that leeway to figure out what to do after that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I definitely know it ain't going to happen at 1000. And you know, they'll wait for another big thing. I mean, that's my personal theory. It's going to take that long to change hearts and minds.
Who at the end of the
or it's going to have to be somebody that's an actual fan. Like we just have suits. We don't have like actual creatives in control of the companies anymore. We just have suits that make decisions based on algorithms, even though AI is stupid and hallucinates, and you shouldn't really be like people are unpredictable. Like I mean, they are, but they aren't. But like fans, we're kind of set in our ways and we like what we like, but they haven't been giving us what we like. So I'm like, obviously your algorithm is wrong, because guess what? Amazing Spider-Man sales went.
Yeah, well, and again, like you said, I mean, as a joke, but it's like, I mean, wouldn't the sales of an Ultimate kind of wake them up? Because how issue 1 went back for how many reprintings?
That's what I'm saying. But then some people, some people that are in power, that just like to be in power, they don't like to listen to other people, and that's what I think is going on. I mean, we have Zaslav over on DC side too, but at least he's kind of listening to Gunn a little bit, because I think he was very against crypto in the trunks. But we got it.
But I think they're really loosening the hold on the comics over there. So,
wow,
a little bit.
I mean, honestly, I will say that I know that for the most part, DC sales are pretty consistent from week to week, quarter to quarter, year to year. For better or for worse, it's consistent. And that, I mean, you don't want it to go down. You'd like it to go up, and it goes up occasionally, but it's pretty consistent. So they kind of figured out the formula for them over there. Now they just got to get those damn movies together.
Exactly.
And the TV show, live action TV shows. Come on, Peacemaker season 2.
I mean, I would like to see the numbers of, you know, what's doing better than Amazing Spider-Man under Zeb. Because I'm just like, Spider-Man's the flagship. Amazing Spider-Man's the flagship. That should be doing better pretty much than anything.
Well, look how long the action actually wasn't, or Detective Comics actually.
Well, yeah, but
I'm just saying things happen. Things are supposed to happen. Sometimes it doesn't pan out. And you have to figure it out.
but I mean, Amazing's not action or detective. It's the main book. It's
yeah, you know what I mean, though.
Yeah.
I mean, Detective Comics is what the company's named after. Almost went bankrupt. I'm just saying things happen.
And again, if the sales aren't
back,
and if sales on the other books aren't there, they'll only like yank a book away from a writer after like 5 issues. Meanwhile, Zeb got 60.
I think it was an actual contract. Had to be. It almost had to be, like, because especially after this Marvel thing, where if you know where to look, you can clearly see. Like, I think they're still like. I think they buried those issues like they did that ET video game. I think it's in a dump somewhere in Arizona.
I think people were even saying too. It's like, yeah, they were really quiet on. There really wasn't like a letters page, or they were really quiet, during that whole period. Yeah, there wasn't anything positive.
Somebody wrote in.
So yeah, but again, the Mary Jane.
A couple of his issues, though.
What?
I think like a couple of his issues.
Zeb's?
Yeah.
Name them.
Gang War.
Name names.
Amazing Spider-Man Gang War First Strike #1.
Okay, yeah. Again, the Gang War wasn't bad because again, he really
name one, and I'm like, okay, 1. I thought Amazing Spider-Man #6 was good too, actually.
Okay, was that the that was like the first big one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. With the arms and
it's the end of the first arc. It's that big old fight between him and Tombstone.
Yeah, I mean, I'll even say, his writing of Spider-Man isn't that bad sometimes, as long as you're not
better in other books, though. That's the crazy thing.
Yeah,
like you get the main book, and this is what you decide to do with the character.
And it's maybe not even just him, but for a longest time. I mean, we haven't had a lot of good writing for Peter Parker in a long time. Supporting
it's the Batman. It's the Batman effect, where it's all Batman all the time. Screw Bruce Wayne.
But again, he's not Batman.
But I'm just saying that's the fact. Like a lot of characters, comic book characters, have suffered not being able to exercise their secret identity.
But I mean, we review 90s stuff all the time. I mean, look what they were doing with supporting cast and stuff. And
what's our tagline? Modern comics could
never.
Exactly. That's it. That's all.
And again, too, it's also because most teams don't get more than like a year or so on a book, and then it's like a new writer comes in and says, "Oh, then we're going to do different stuff." Maybe bring in a new creative team or a new supporting cast.
Listen, call me crazy, but I do kind of miss where they had like a writer did have to kind of I'm not saying they have to write 3. Well, I think the reason why people stayed on a book for so long is because you actually couldn't really go against continuity that much up until Ultimates. You know what I mean? So you had to work with what was ever left with you and build your character up from that. Like you had to deal with what was left over. Well, now you don't have to anymore.
But it's like if you didn't want to write Flash Thompson, we were kind of.
He's not that big of a deal, but like you couldn't get rid of Mary Jane.
Oh, some of them tried, but yeah.
Yeah, tried. Yeah, and editorial stepped in like, "Hey, man, sorry about your luck. Don't be an incel, bro. Write the woman."
I almost feel like some of them wanted to get rid of her, but again, I think they were listening to the fans back then. But then, by like one more day, they were just like, "F them. We're just going back to basic."
That's why I kind of wish that Deadpool and Wolverine hadn't made $1 billion. Like they were kind of starting to listen to comic book fans again when those movies weren't making $1 billion every time. They're like, "Shit, man, we got to go back to the comic book fans. That's where our bread is buttered." And then Deadpool and Wolverine make a fucking $1 billion. And they're like, "Nah, we're back in business, baby." But no, they're not.
Well, Captain America will tell the tale.
Oh, babes, we can't judge on that. It's people hating on that for the obvious reasons.
Obvious
reasons. So I wouldn't say that movie, and the fact that it comes out in February.
Yeah.
That pissed me off when I saw that. I was just like, "Are you serious?"
Thunderbolts.
I mean, that's you and Justin. I have no opinions.
I don't know if he's even watching anything. So.
I don't think that's gonna make $1 billion either. I'm just gonna go out on a limb. The next movie to make $1 billion, maybe if they're lucky, is Fantastic Four.
That's what I was gonna say, Fantastic Four.
But I don't think people really ride with Fantastic Four like that. Like, I think that's really nerd, like deep into, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I think
Again, the first family, but like they're still like they got canceled for a while. Like,
yeah,
you can't say that about X-Men.
I think word of mouth is really gonna make or break that movie.
It's also a time period movie
Oh
too.
yeah,
So
yeah.
it's got a lot going against it. I don't know. I hope all my Fantastic Four fans ride out there. I hope there's more than I think there are.
I mean, some Marvel fans might be willing to give a period piece a chance just after the first Captain America movie.
Nobody's butt looks that good though. Yeah, I'm just saying, no tea, no shade to that cast. Nobody's got a Chris Evans booty. So
All right, I'm afraid to ask how in depth you've studied Pedro Pascal's ass.
I mean, he's like Grandpa. We love Pascal, but I don't. Mm-mm.
This is the way, just not that ass.
Exactly. I don't mind seeing him leave. I don't mind seeing.
Oh
him
my! Oh, so you admit Chris Evans is that? But okay.
it's America's ass, man. Of course. But I've known that since that parody movie. So I mean,
but yeah, like
I wish Marvel the best, but I'm focused on DC right now for the movies. They need all the help they can.
Oh,
get.
that's gonna be the other thing. They're gonna be competing with that Superman movie next year.
Yeah. All the Snyder bots have been proven to be fake. Like real Superman fans can rejoice now.
Exactly.
But yeah, on that note, like I said, I'm happy. I thought it was okay. Could have been worse. Could have been better. It's just in the middle.
Yeah.
Super excited for 8 Deaths though.
Like I said, I've been hearing people who haven't been like regular Spider-Man readers are very excited about 8 Deaths.
I'm a little disappointed it has to do with Doom, but I'm gonna give Joe the benefit of the doubt here.
Well, I wonder if that's his idea,
that
or
smells like corporate synergy. Like
it sounds like it because again, there's a big Doom event coming in February, so maybe this is a lead into that.
Yeah, maybe. But we will be putting Amazing on once a month as Daredevil rolls out in March. So I'm kind of be glad for a break, honestly, of just doing more Daredevil on a weekly basis.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Time for other characters to shine. I think that's the one thing I will say about the MCU that I really like. Like, people actually like Ant-Man now, and you know what I mean? Like, the characters you really didn't hear about back then. Like, even Iron Man got a resurgence in like the main, mainstream, which was really cool. So, I will say that for the MCU, it gives some underrated characters a little chance to shine. And it gave a chance for those books to get some bigger names than they probably wouldn't have had it not been for the MCU, I think. Like that whole Emma Frost and Iron Man thing. I was like, yes, it gives you leeway to do weird things, try new things. So I'm just excited for this next era of what's going to happen.
Exactly.
And don't hold your breath for the marriage, but it will happen. I think it will happen. I just don't think we can rush it, unfortunately. We'll see it before we die, Phil.
Again,
I'll see it before I die. I can't speak for you.
Oh, how dare you? I was gonna say, I know you said it's too soon, but again, issue 1000. Come on.
It would have been the move, but like I said, they're bouncing back from that whole Zeb thing. Like I said, I almost guarantee he was going to write 75 to 100 issues.
Come on, Sapolsky. I mean, come on. The first Marvel book to legitimately get to 1,000 issues. Again, you got to celebrate. Big.
Who are you, little hellfire? Damn filthy, stinky cheaters.
Which again, it should have been Fantastic Four, but no, I mean, yeah. So I mean, Spider-Man's gonna be the first.
Preach it, brother. I'll be forever bitter about that.
Yeah,
you know that.
Because again, they came first, and then there was Hulk. Okay, but yeah, everyone's excited for 8 Deaths that I've talked to. So
yeah. I just can't believe everybody was like, "Oh, you're all dressed up." I remember when I was coming into the comic book store because it's in like a little strip mall. Ladies like, "Is it Comic-Con already?" Like, no, I'm just excited. I'm a nerd. Sorry,
little girl. Where are your parents? Did you happen to read any other Spider books?
I did. I went all in. Not to be DC about it.
Oh my. I know you probably read. Did you read Venom War?
I read Chasm actually.
You read Chasm? You read
Yeah.
Chasm? Yeah, what you think?
It was a free issue, so I read it.
Okay. What you think?
What's going on?
Well, who's that? That druid of the Eternals is messing with Ben's head for some reason, and then Kaine's been investigating Ben, see what's up with him. So
Yeah, I was just like, okay, everybody's fighting. Why is the family fighting?
because when I first started reading that Ben backup in this today's amazing issue, I was like maybe this miniseries is gonna like bring Ben at least like back to at least an anti-hero instead of like a full-on villain, but no.
Yeah, like I said, just give Kaine the chasm, which is what I thought was going on. Because he's a big gaping hole, as in waste of space. So why not make him chasm? But no, I like the fight scenes and stuff. But like, what the dude, Druid, like, why is he taking out his grievances on everybody else but the Eternals? Like, go fight the Eternals. Leave everybody else alone, dude.
This is a coward. I don't know.
That's why I'm just like, what? You're an Eternal. Why are you being bothered with these two little insects? I don't get it.
I don't know. Oh, did you see in the books today? Again, it kind of made me sad because like that TVA book that's coming out.
Yeah,
I think it's like a mini series. Well, again, you and I look at it, and we're like, oh, that's such a cash grab. But Charlie would have been all over that book.
Oh yeah. I saw a little girl dressed as Crocodile Loki actually when we were out.
Oh, really?
I was like, that's so cute.
I think I saw another ad too. I think they're doing like a Halloween. Is it Halloween or Christmas special? But I think it's like Alligator Loki and Thor.
Aw. Yeah. So you still doing that thing?
What thing?
With the puppet?
Oh, I might. Yeah, I think so. I think yes. I think myself and yes, there was a reincarnated Charlie S are going to cover Agatha all along when it's over. That's right. The MCU, the greatest storytelling device, yes, in modern history.
The biggest cash grab machine in all of the universe.
Which is a return of a character.
Well, okay, I will look forward to that review because that's going to be the only exposure I get for that show.
Oh, remind me when we talked to Kelly, we got to ask her about, I don't think it'll be out by then, but I don't know if we'll have to see, but no, it won't be out by then. Venom War Jeff. It's Jeff.
I was going to say Venom War Fantastic Four #1, but yeah, Venom War Jeff is adorable.
Yeah.
Like I knew it would be, no problem.
Yeah. I mean, so did you read Venom War Fantastic Four?
Yeah.
I mean, it was good, but it barely seemed like a Venom story.
What the MCU was supposed to be? Okay.
Kang vs. Doom. Yeah, we get. I think this is like a past. This is even like current Fantastic Four. They're like get dragged out of the past.
Yep.
But I'm like, I enjoyed the story, but I'm like, it's hardly a Venom story.
Well, it's part of the Venom War. It doesn't necessarily. Well, it has the label on it. It counts.
That's true.
Well, because Spider-Man's also chased the symbiote back in time or whatever. So
yeah,
I guess that counts.
We included Red Goblin and Flexo, so that makes it a.
Just the Fantastic Four need time traveling symbiote.
And Doom has a whole. This issue, this Venom War Fantastic Four would have been a whole episode of Super Connectivity.
Yes,
you get Kang, you get Doom. Doom has a whole room of scheme bots who just like talk out plots. This would have been an entire episode of Super Connectivity.
It's inspired me. Maybe I should make my androids speak a little more, other than yes, ma'am, no, ma'am.
Harder, ma'am.
Would you like ice with that?
Oh, why?
I might have to upgrade some phrases.
Does the whipped cream just go on the Sunday tonight, ma'am?
But yeah, I thought that this was like an interesting choice. It was fun. Like anything to get Fantastic Four.
Oh my god, no.
Made eyes a little bit more.
Noel's in there. Oh god. Well, he said hi, Lilith, but also, but oh my lord, wait, Noel, oh, you guys are really doing this. Oh, yes, we.
Oh, he missed the balloons. Yeah, watch the playback. There was balloons, confetti, a whole thing. It wasn't a joke. We weren't memeing.
When do we make idle threats?
I know.
We made our deceased friend a puppet. What won't we do?
Wow, we blame that on Rob Southgate.
Oh, that's true. He corrupted our little
The
minds.
worst of influences.
He corrupted our little fragile little minds.
Why did your eye drift over to my box?
I bet you I got a book you didn't read.
What?
Oh, yes. No, hold on. Yeah, Noel and I were talking today. Yes, very important, Noel. Go vote. Yes, kids.
Yes. Even if I don't agree, everybody should exercise their right to vote.
That's right. I'm sure you didn't read.
I vote every time. I vote in local elections. I vote in every 2 years on the Senate or the congressional people. Whenever anybody's up, I want to get them out of there. More independents need to run. Don't get me started.
Trust me, Noel. You don't have to worry about Lilith. Again,
I live in Florida. I literally have to vote like my life depends on it. So.
Again, this is a good message to get out. But yes, you don't have to worry about Lilith and voting.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what?
You vote for it, just vote.
You know what? Actually, I think this episode of the podcast will hit on Tuesday on election day. So, kids, go out and vote. If you haven't voted today, go out and vote.
Yeah. It's gonna be a weird time, man.
I know.
We're probably gonna. I'm getting flashbacks to Gore v. Bush, and it's gonna come down to the freaking Supreme Court. I feel it in my bones.
I know, and then if it goes
the vote that disenfranchised literally a whole generation, it's about to happen again. I feel like, unfortunately,
if it goes a certain way, some people are gonna complain and say,
"Oh, well, I hope it's just complaining and not a full-on riot."
Yes, but I know I was gonna say that I know the book. I'm sure you didn't get. It's the first issue of a new arc, Captain America 14, with a Spider-Man, Captain America, and Thor team up.
Did you cream in your jeans a little bit, nerd?
Why just a little?
Well, I was being conservative.
By James Straczynski. So.
Oh, okay. How was it?
All right. Like I said,
was Spider-Man just a cameo, or is this like a new thing?
No. They're gonna team up because Thor found that there's a weird thing going on where Broxton, Oklahoma. I guess there's.
Oh wait, is this why Doom picked him?
No, I don't think. No. But
I'm like, well, I was trying to get Captain America, T'Challa, or Thor. Well, he was hanging out with him. I just plucked him right out.
Well, yeah. Thor finds this weird thing with Broxton, Oklahoma, where they can maybe bring it back. He goes to Steve Rogers for help, but then meanwhile, Steve Rogers was on the phone with Peter Parker. So,
were they gossiping?
No, they were actually going to go to dinner.
Really?
Yeah, because I guess.
Oh God! Now my AO3 freaking algorithm is gonna pick up Spidey Cap freaking fanfic. Oh no!
You already said America's ass. I mean.
Chris Evans.
I know, but you're gonna get all this.
MCU Captain America,
you're gonna get all
which totally should not be anywhere near MCU Spider-Man. That's a no-no.
Brooklyn, Queens.
Exactly. And yet he emulates Iron Man. Whatever. I don't want to talk about it.
Oh yes, and coming soon, kids. A new.
He's asking.
Babylon. Yes. Yeah. No. Yeah, because he did a Spider-Man run. He was the guy who's writing it right before One More Day.
That's why nobody remembers. It got wiped away as part of the deal.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. Yeah. And didn't he do a Thor run too? But yeah. No, he's been writing this new Captain America book, so it's 14 issues in.
So do you read the other Captain America book, or has Sam's book gone away too?
He hasn't had a book, but that's what I was about to say.
Since last year, that little miniseries, that's the last time.
Even like after Colin and Jackson left, I think this has been the only Cap book for a while. But I don't know if it's just a miniseries. It might be the beginning of the year. Sam's getting a new book, and of course, the Red Hulk showing up.
Synergy,
yeah.
Okay. I actually had to set someone in my life straight. They're like, "That's not Cap." I'm like, "He is Captain America, you fucker." Wow. I will fight over that like I fight about Hulk and Superman. I don't even like the character, but I will fight. I was
gonna say, you don't even like the franchise of Captain America.
Exactly. And Bucky, don't even get me started on Bucky. Wanna be Jason Todd, mother.
Hey, he's gonna be in the Thunderbolts movie, or as Justin calls it, The Leftovers.
Cole about to go in the garbage leftovers.
Oh,
Don't even deserve the glass Tupperware leftovers. Get that little country crock butter tub.
oh, jeez.
Sorry. If you like it, that's fine.
I just said I don't get the hype over. I mean, I'm sure she's a fine actress, but what's her face who plays White Widow? Yeah, I don't get the hype, especially in that.
Sydney Sweeney, I don't know. A blonde that's Sydney Sweeney, I don't know.
Wait a minute, have I been podcasting with Ray and Lilith this guy for the last hour? Sydney Sweeney.
Just saying, if it's a blonde actress that's not Sydney Sweeney, I don't know. If it's not Sydney Sweeney or Zendaya, I honest to God don't know.
Oh, remember when we said Zendaya's the Black Taylor Swift?
She is. If she wanted to sing again, she made bangers, but she chose to act. We all have to respect that as fans.
She needs to start dating an athlete.
No, she can't leave Tom until the Spider-Man franchise is over.
Is she coming back to that? Because I mean, they easily could.
They said she was going to be in the next one. I think it's almost probably Tom's mandate at this point.
Well, yeah, if he wants to keep getting some.
I think she's over it personally, but who's going to turn down Marvel money? MCU money specifically, not you, Sony. Sit down.
I know. It's like, wait a minute. You know, they got Robert Downey Jr. coming back for a second role. No. That's sick.
But to quote all the fans, we hate the freaking multiverse. We're done with it.
I said Robert Downey Jr. is the next Hugh Jackman. He's going to do it till he's 90.
Oh, I already knew that. When they made more than 3 Iron Mans, I knew he was going to be doing. He was in Disney's clutches till he dies.
Technically, they only made 3 Iron Mans, but he showed up Captain America: Civil War, all the Avengers movies. Cameos in Spider-Man, and
well, mark my words. That script's there. They're going to use it eventually. Mark my words.
I know.
As long as we don't have Elon Musk in it, I'm good.
Who would watch a movie with Elon Musk?
We all did, unfortunately.
I know.
But yeah.
All right.
Let us know your thoughts on the last Zeb Wells issue. What are you looking forward to? 8 Deaths sounds amazing. Haha. Get it. Also, the hat. I'm manifesting for this next run to be amazing, to match the title. So manifest with me. Again,
I like Joe Kelly as a writer, so yeah, I have high hopes. And again, like I said,
and you said Junior sticking around.
Yeah, I think they said it. I think they said Ed McGuinness is going to be in there too.
Yeah, I heard he's sticking around too.
Yeah, I think that's what they said. They said everyone's pretty much sticking except Zeb's the only one leaving.
Do we know what Zeb's doing next?
I don't think they've announced any comics for him. So unless he's going back to like movies or whatever, I haven't heard any of the comic announcements. Maybe it's just like, yeah.
He just better not come over to DC. That's all I know.
Could you imagine?
If they get an ad just like Bendis, if I have Bendis, I'm gonna lose it.
Oh my God!
You're DC. Leave him over there.
Don't put him on a Superman book.
We already lost Jim Lee, so you know.
Don't put him on Superman. You know what kind of bizarre story you're getting. Rec Rap.
No, it would be Blockbuster in that case.
Oh.
I think Blockbuster is the DC equivalent to Rec Rap. I think that's about right.
Please, no one use Rec Rap ever again, please.
Well, no, if you have a good story.
I guess, but the characters just seem so goofy whenever I read them.
I've seen one good Shocker story. I've seen 2 good Sandman stories. 1 good Hydro Man story.
Yeah, but you've been reading comics for how long?
True. That happens.
Again, if you write them like more monstrous and maybe, just something where it's, something other than, goofy.
I mean, his name is Rec Rap.
I know.
Maybe he changes his name. He gets a new identity.
Oh
He's
God,
like on that villain's gadgets yard sale or something. He's like,
Oh.
new suit.
I'm gonna say he's gonna be the new Chasm or something.
I don't wish that label on anybody but Kaine, to be honest, because Kaine
I
deserves it.
I know. All right, we done.
We're done bashing Kaine. Let's go.
I mean, we're done, but Zeb Wells is done.
Bon voyage, safe travels. Please warn me about anything else that he's writing.
Watch that
I
door.
can check it out at least. I'd check out the first issue just to see.
Yes. Watch that door on your rear end on the way out.
Don't let the door hit you or the good Lord split you.
What's wrong with Noel that he thought we'd make that threat and not pull the trigger?
Yeah. He definitely needs to watch the playback. If you're listening on the podcast, you should go watch it on YouTube for sure, and give it a like and comment, and maybe subscribe while you're there.
We're not Ray. We don't make idle promises and then just go play with our deck.
I mean, I do, but
yeah, but you fall through on the promises too, and that as a reward you.
Exactly. My OCD won't allow it. I was kind of like I was all set for the interview too yesterday.
I know. Unfortunately,
I was actually ready. I was like, it's Tuesday. It's 8 o'clock. It was like 6 when you sent it. I was like, oh.
I know. Well, she did. Yes, Kelly. Yes, had to reschedule because she said they had their power was in and out and the internet.
Yeah, I get it. I was actually available on a Tuesday.
I know. That's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking too. I was like, damn it, Lilith's asking the freak.
Now watch the end of the world end before we get there.
I was going to say, you want me to get Lilith available for a second time at the beginning of the week?
For Kelly, I will always. Well, for everybody, I try to make time. Sometimes it just doesn't happen.
Yes, but Kelly's been especially nice to us.
Yes,
keeps putting up with us. All right, kids. So yes, so
if you're a creator and you want your ego stroked, you know where to come.
Wow.
Also, Arby's.
Unless you're Zeb Wells.
Even if you're Zeb Wells, like I said, there was some good stuff in there, just not a lot.
Yes.
I'd love to pick his brain about how he thought Paul was going to be perceived by the fandom, or if he even cared. But like, what was the plan for Paul?
That's true.
I don't feel like Paul's full plan was fulfilled.
Yeah, that's true. That's my first question. Why?
How?
Why what?
Who?
What?
Where?
Oh, we know where. Oh, we know where, don't we, kids?
In the butt is fine.
Children, absolute children. We need adult supervision. Anybody want to be a third host that can provide adult supervision? Feel free to.
No, I feel we've been flourishing and doing the best work of our lives without adult supervision.
That's what adult supervision would absolutely say.
I mean, and again, I mean, oh God, I mean, look who we're calling an adult, Rob Southgate.
So says Master Do.
I wasn't even talking about him.
Well, who did we ever have an adult?
we had the mischievous Uncle Charlie, of course.
Oh yeah. Oh, was that humor?
Potty humor.
Was that a joke? Oh, sorry.
So hit them with the homework and some shameless plugs and self-promotion.
All right. Well, next episode, we already recorded it, but you can still send in your thoughts on the 1980s gang war from Amazing Spider-Man 284 through 288, where we find out who the
Oddly more booty.
What?
Oddly more booty.
Everyone knows booty. And then, the week after, you'll get Cult of Carnage Misery, the 5-issue miniseries featuring Liz Allen and her symbiote.
The craziest choice to give a person next to Normie.
No, the Ultimate Mastermind hasn't got one yet, Betty.
It's coming. Hey-oh.
Hey-oh! That's what Flash said. Anyway,
a couple times.
Hey-oh!
Damn cock-blocking Ned.
Wow.
Was his wife, to be fair.
I wouldn't want to cock block me neither. And then, of course, the end of the month, you'll get Capes and Lunatics International. Topic still undecided because Ray still hasn't informed us what we're doing yet.
He hasn't pulled himself away from his deck.
I know. Come on, Ray. You can read with
He
one
must be
hand.
dehydrated by now. Wrinkled, dehydrated mess by this point.
Got an IV gun. All right. So, yes. Oh, and then we have a, yeah. Oh, yeah. 5 weeks in December. But you did say we're doing Thwippies.
We are doing Thwippies. Thwippies are back. Send in your nominations.
So, yeah, I do have some winter tales for December. But, yes, we are doing Thwippy Awards.
So we get a Thwippy, a Capes International. So that leaves us only 3.
Yes, ma'am.
December.
Yes, ma'am. I already got them done. But yeah, no, Thwip. Yeah, oh yeah, Christmas Eve it'll drop on the podcast, the Thwippies, and then yes,
as you're cooking for your family, feel free to put in some earbuds and listen to the smooth sounds.
And then New Year's Eve when you're drunk, New Year's Eve when you're drunk enough, you can listen to Capes International.
Your pregame, it's your pregame podcast.
Oh, dearie me. All right, so yes. Oh, poor Ray. All right, kids. So yes, so send us your thoughts. Email us, CapesandLunatics@gmail.com, or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember, if you can find everything Capes Lunatics episodes, social media, merchandise. Get your brand new Capes Lunatics merch, your classic Capes Lunatics merch, shirts, hats, phone cases, cups. Have it all. Because I'm thinking maybe we'll get some new downloads or viewers from the Zeb Wells episode.
Maybe.
Again, yes, please help support us if you like this episode. And continue to listen. All right. And of course,
we have fun here. Yes.
And of course, scarier than any of these Spider-Man villains, scarier than Wreck Rap, scarier than Tombstone. Yes, Lilith Hellfire.
Scarier than Paul and Mary Jane having secret kids together.
Can you imagine how much praise he would have got today if Paul would have walked outside and got hit by a bus?
No, hit by the same truck that Daredevil and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles were hit with. Got powers and decided to move to San Francisco, and then him and Venom team up because Zeb Wells did right Venom.
Or it becomes like a hideously deformed radioactive monster or something. So then Peter has an excuse to punch him. No, but then Peter has an excuse to beat the crap out of him. One page,
Ravencroft, bro.
It was a big, thick issue. 1 page, and people would have been like, "Well, at least they gave us something we wanted."
You can't kill yourself. Insert though, bro.
I don't know, man. He seemed dark for most of this run. So no,
no, wait, don't leave.
He throws himself in front of a truck because Mary Jane gets like a big, high-profile job on like a sketch comedy show, and all of a sudden getting all this attention. I'm not saying anyone else should do that. I'm just saying, Paul, come on. So yes, Rain ran the money on us through the Cash App link, and of course, the
she gets her job back at Secret Hospital.
Yes, bring back Secret Hospital. That's what we need. We need another David Michelini run. Yes.
Well, duh.
Like,
hello.
Hey, they've been giving us all this 90s stuff. Steer into the skid. Give us a David Michelini and Mark Bagley run again. Yes.
Here.
All the nerds come back. All right. And of course, our Patreon, where again, you get exclusive, uncensored episodes every month. Lilith and I just did a Halloween episode for you on the Patreon. And again, not only if you get access to all of our back episodes, including the Year of Hell, aka this Worst Superhero Movie bracket.
Don't make me do it again, Phil.
And all the
bad movies we did not cover.
Old Star Trek reviews, all of it. I mean, everything from day one is you get access to all of it immediately as soon as you subscribe. And of course, if you're a patron, you can suggest topics for us to discuss. So
maybe one day we'll get around to that alien.
Yes.
Maybe save it for January, spooky movie season.
Okay.
Well, part 2.
Part duh.
All right. Duh.
So yeah, so subscribe to our Patreon at patreon.com/CapesandLunatics. And of course, you can find everything all in one place. That's tubespace.io/CapesandLunatics Podcast Network. That's tubespace.io/CapesandLunatics Podcast Network. And if you are new here, yeah, if you're watching the YouTube, it was on the screen. If you're listening to this on the podcast, it's always in the show notes. So you can always find it there. But one thing you can find anywhere is Lilith Hellfire, because yes, she's
social media just me and don't mix anymore, especially since I can't use Twitter, which was my favorite form of entertainment.
Our whole family can suck it.
trying
to donkey punch me now, bitch.
Social media should be free. I'm just saying, we are the product. We should not have to pay for it.
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah, do you really pay for it?
Twitter, you have to do anything.
Oh, well, you can still
edit, to delete your tweets, to stream on freaking StreamYard. You know?
No, you can still delete without paying.
Shh, it's a joke. It's a bit.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to give them an idea, actually.
Yeah, don't put that in the atmosphere, Lil.
Don't pull it out unless you're going to use it. That's true for guns and penises.
This isn't a Daredevil podcast.
Well, I don't know. I felt like he pulled something out on us a few times during his run. All right, kids.
It's over.
Woo! Yeah, that's right, kids. The tyranny of Zeb Wells is over. Come back next time for the Gang War of the 80s. And again, 300 episodes in. Now we go to the road to 400 begins.
The road to 1,000 begins here.
But until then, so ling on back.
Flip.